Hey guys, it's Sean from Northern Timber Outfitters, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about blowing a goose flute. So I use a flute. I'm not huge into goose hunting. I do enjoy doing it, but my big thing is duck hunting and duck calls. Goose flutes are pretty inexpensive and they're pretty easy to blow, and they sound really good. They sound a lot like geese, especially those big honkers and stuff. They have a real deep tone to them, but they're pretty easy to run. So we're gonna dive right into this. First things first, you want to make sure you're blowing in the right end. A lot of goose flutes like this one, they look the same on both ends. So you want to make sure you have your end with the gut cert that you're blowing into. And then for a simple honk, you're going to start out with your tongue towards the back of your mouth, and you're going to blow and go. And your tongue's going to cut up and hit the back of your top row of teeth. And that's where you'll put your little hand motion in there too. So when you're blowing, part of it's going to be controlling your air pressure with your tongue, and the rest of it's going to be hand movements and stuff to change the tone around. So here's that simple honk again. So I'm starting with my hands cupped, and then I'm opening it. When I switch over to pushing my tongue towards the front of my mouth is when I want to open my hand. And that gives it that break so that you get the honk. So that's your simple honk. And then we're going to go, say we want to do a double, and you want to go. So it's the honk with a second cluck on the end of that. So you do the same thing you did before. Start with your tongue at the back of your mouth, push it towards the front when you want it to break, and then you're actually going to pull it back from that row of teeth and do another burst of air through the call. And once again, when you go to get that kind of break where it's like the second half of that cluck, your tongue is going to want to come forward again. And basically what that's doing is it's controlling the air pressure going into the call. With these, a lot of it is going to be controlling your air pressure, and that's where your tongue comes in. If your tongue's towards the back of your mouth, you're getting a mass of air, but it's not very pressurized. When you move that tongue towards the front of your mouth, you're pushing that same amount of air through the call, but it's pushing it through a smaller opening, so to speak, because you're actually changing how it's flowing out of your mouth. And that's where you get more air pressure to make those different sounds. So, and then you can put it all together once you get comfortable. Like I said before, I'm not nearly a professional goose caller in any way, but with some practice, I can put together, some sequence of calls, and I'm able to work birds with it. So. For those simple clucks, like I was doing there at the end, it's going to kind of be like the honk, but you're just going to go straight from the back of your mouth with your tongue to the front and just high air pressure. And that's the basics of using a goose flute. So give it a try, do some practicing in the truck, and just get comfortable with it and have fun this goose season.